Hi everybody, my name is Jody and I want to welcome you back to my channel. For those of you who have never really watched my videos, I'm doing something really different. I'm talking about something today that I'm going to do a number of videos on, and it is on getting a tummy tuck. And this is a result of losing about 75 pounds, or what I guess I got just over 30 kilos, 35 kilos, somewhere in there. And at the end of the day, after keeping the weight off for almost 5 years, I've decided that even though I'm 58 years old, I really wanted to get a tummy tuck. It's something that's been bothering me for many years. And if I gained weight and lost weight and gained weight and lost weight, this time it's different because although I've been fighting my weight off and on for, I'd say, since I was 5 years old, really since I was 5 years old, I finally stopped dieting. And I went for something that I felt was the only way that I could keep the weight off, and that is something called the gastric sleeve surgery. And I know that people have had mixed reviews with it. Most of the people have very good reviews, but for me, it was the best thing, of course, other than having my child, the best thing that I ever have done for myself. I live in Israel, and I'm originally from Canada. So for me, having it done here, it was done for free. I know, get ready, everybody's moving to Israel now. But I'm telling you, it's crazy, but it was done for free. And because it was done for free, and I've kept the weight off without for the first time in my life, ever thinking about what I want to eat, when I'm going to eat it, how I'm going to eat it, how I'm not going to eat it, I just eat it. And the gastric sleeve has stopped me from eating a lot of food. So what happens, I eat a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit there. I'm not the best eater, okay, as far as the quality of food, but I never eat so much that it's too much, because if it's too much, that one bite that's too much is too much, and it makes me feel sick. So I don't ever do that, or very rarely do I ever find myself in a situation where I've had that one bite too many, and then I just feel horrible. So I try not to put myself in that position anymore. But that doesn't mean that I don't have cake and candies and things like that. I prefer cake and candies, and I'm not the best person to talk to about what to eat. Believe me, I know what to eat. I've been involved in fitness. I've been a fitness trainer. I've taken courses, and I've read more than anybody's read. I feel like I know so much about nutrition and everything. Doesn't mean I follow it. So don't do as I do. But anyhow, on with the tummy tuck. So here I go, and I think to myself, okay, I really want to do this. Someone had said to me, if you have that gastric sleeve surgery here in Israel, they give you one free plastic surgery. I'm like, what do you mean? That's crazy, right? And someone said this to me years ago. I think even when I was just thinking about having the gastric sleeve surgery. So I said, put it in the back of my head. All these years later now, I decided I was going to talk to my GP. I went to see her, and she said, I think that's true. Why don't I send you to see a plastic surgeon? And I said, well, he's probably going to say I'm too old or whatever. She goes, no, I think it'll be good. Now, because it's done for free, you have to go through meeting a number of plastic surgeons and doctors and things like that, and you have to go through all the, the pre-op tests and everything to be approved, so that you're not just some person walking on the street going, oh, I think I'd like a tummy tuck today. It's a really big surgery, and from what I watched on other videos, it's pretty heavy duty, but the results afterwards, it's like the pain when you have a child, but you get the baby at the end. I'm all about the baby at the end, and I'm all about the great results. So, I have watched so many YouTube videos on girls that have had tummy tucks. So why am I doing one? Because I really found very few people that were my age and having a tummy tuck. Most of the girls, and they've even gone off to the Dominican Republic, that's where they have it. They stay for a month there, and then they come home, and, they're in pretty good shape. I found one or two women that were in their 50s, but I didn't hear anybody say they were 58. And I thought, very much like when I did my my blog on, yes, I'm really moving to Israel, I did it because there was nobody else doing something at that time like that. And when I needed to know what it felt like to move to Israel, I had no one to turn to, and I kept looking up blogs all over the place, and people would do it for a day or on the day that they moved, but nobody did it like, this is what my life is like before, this is what my life is like after, and I really felt that I was missing out on that, so I started to do it myself. So yes, I'm really moving to Israel. It was the blog that I wrote in 2012, and I wrote it for about a year and a half, and then I figured there wasn't that much more to tell at that point. But at least I was consistent in writing it, and I know a lot of people read it, and I was very pleased with that. I hope it helped. So now I'm kind of opening myself up to something that's taken me a long time to come around to whether I wanted to share it or not. You know, it's nice to have a private life and go about your business and do your own thing, but then there's a part of me that says, I'm getting this done for free. Maybe I should offer up the information to somebody else, even if it's one person that it helps, to say, you know what, it's okay to be 58 or 60 or whatever, and I still can take care of myself, and I still deserve something that's going to make me feel better about me. And that's really kind of what it's all about. I'm not saying that everybody should have one. A lot of people don't need it. A lot of people think that they need it, but they really don't. If you're in a situation where you're uncomfortable with your body and it's physically causing you discomfort, which I feel that I'm in a situation that that's what's happening to me, then I really think that it's worth talking about and it's worth checking into. And I know what that surgery looks like inside out because I've talked about it, I've read about it, I've seen the surgery done on video time and time again. So there's no surprises for me. I realize that there's going to be a number of days that I'm going to be in major discomfort. And I'm okay with that because I'm not one of those people that says, oh, I should never have done that. Oh, and then at the end say, well, I guess it turned out well. I know that it's going to be a few rough days, but a few rough days out of my life, even at this age, is so worth it. To me, I will go in gladly, happily, waiting to get in there, in through the pain, out through the pain. You're in the hospital for about 3 or 4 days, and then you come home, and you're definitely going to need help at home because you can't bend over, and I hear just simple things like just moving yourself to get to the bathroom and things like that are really, really tough. I have somebody who has a walker for me, and I'll use the walker to help me get around. I know that you can't sleep in your bed. Okay, well, I'm not a great sleeper anyhow. I'll be grateful for any sleep. I have a big, wide chair that will stay in the living room, and I'll put on both sides chairs beside me so I don't fall out. And I will lie there sitting up in a sit-up, that kind of sitting up in the bed or in the chair while I sleep. Because you know what, at the end of the day, anywhere I can fall asleep is good. And I know that it's a few weeks until you really feel like you can get out and do things. I think after about 2 weeks, actually, you can get out and do things. And I think after a week, you're back at the doctor's checking things out with him and get the drains out. And the drains that they put in are there to help to get rid of any blood and liquid and things that are in there. This stuff doesn't gross me out at all, okay? So that's why I can talk about it and I can watch the videos. And I know a lot of people feel that it's a little bit difficult for them, and maybe this is not for you, or maybe it's not for you to watch the videos. I will be showing you kind of before and after pictures as I get closer. I've been approved for the surgery. I did have to go through a waiting period to be approved. In my heart, I knew I would be approved. It was just a matter of when. I met with a surgeon who was very, very nice, and he showed me in pictures of before and afters that he's done. He showed me the drawing of what the surgery looked like, and I already knew. So it was kind of like he was showing me, but I was like already ahead of the game. I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay, so what are you doing tomorrow? Because I'm ready. And he's like, well, I'm a little bit busy, and surgery may take another month and a half to do, but we'll send you when you're booked. Now, right now, here's my concern is that I'm still waiting for the note that said I had an appointment with him, and I happened to have phoned a number, and they said, oh, yes, you have an appointment. Well, it's still not here, the letter, so good thing I checked. Now I have to figure out where I can check to find out if I have an appointment for the surgery, because I'm not so sure it's going to come in the mail. Whatever. That's part of the living here and the little different idiosyncrasies that we have. Anyhow, the least of my problems. I'll figure it out. Believe me, if I have to go to the hospital to check it out, I will. I have nothing stopping me at this point. I'm heading off to the doctor tomorrow just to do kind of a run through on what tests that I have done, because of course it's written in Hebrew, and especially that kind of stuff I do not understand yet. So I'm going to have someone go through it with me, and any other tests that I have to get done will be done so that I'm ready as soon as they say surgery. I'm in. Now, I know I'll have friends that are going to help me, to take me there, to bring me back, and to be here for me, maybe sleeping over a few nights, things like that. And I'm sure my son will help me out when he's in and out of the Army. He's home 1 week and there, so whenever he can, he'll help me. And really, I'm hoping that as soon as I'm in, and very much like the gastric sleeve surgery, people tell you all kinds of stories, good, bad, and the ugly, and I went in, I wanted it so badly, and I'm so glad that I did this. It really made a huge difference in my life, and now this is going to be the final. And it was funny because the surgeon said to me, you know, you get the one, they promised you the one free surgery, and I kind of went, yeah, okay. And he goes, and sometimes they'll give you 2, and I'm thinking, what else can I do? And I went, no, it's okay, you know what, I'm going to be 60, I don't need, like, to be perfect. Maybe by the time I'm 90, I will be perfect, but doesn't matter. This is it, I think. I think this is going to be the end. Nothing wrong with a little Botox or something like that. If I could afford it, I would do that. But right now, it's on hold. Right now, let me just get through this. And I think that people that don't believe in plastic surgery, cool. No problem. You don't need to watch me. There's other people that will be right on your side. But for me, this is an important thing to do, an important thing, I think, to share with other people. So, I'm going to say goodbye for now. Thank you for watching. Please write to me, ask me questions, and as I go along, I can answer and tell you what my experience has been like as someone who's a little bit older than most of the girls that go through it. Listen, I think it's fabulous. If you go through it when you're 20s and 30s, wow, you've got so many years ahead of you to enjoy that flat stomach. Great, and I envy that. But you know what? I am so grateful to be here in Israel and being able to have this. I mean, let's face it, I'm 10 minutes from the beach. I want to be able to go to the beach and feel comfortable all the time because I spend so much time there. It's so nice. And between the way it looks and the way it feels, though, that's what's really important to me. And the physical, well, it's just uncomfortable. That's all I can tell you is it's uncomfortable. And I really am very excited at the opportunity of having this done. And I really want to share that with you. There will come a time when I show you the before and after pictures, which will be soon. And I will always tell you when I'm going to show them. So if anybody's not comfortable looking at the before and after, I'm not comfortable looking at the before anyhow. So, but I will share them with you. And just ask, and I'll do it. I decided that 100% I'm going to do this, and I'm going to share it. So, thank you again. And if you have not subscribed, please do. The button's usually down below. I'd really appreciate it to know how many people are interested in this before I kind of bare my soul and my stomach. I want to know that the people really care and really want to see this, because if no one's really interested, then I'm going to keep my stomach covered up. But if it can help somebody, then I'm all for it. So thank you again, and I look forward to seeing you. In a few days, I'll give you an update on what's happening, and if I've heard from anybody as far as what surgery date is. And I'm looking forward to answering questions and helping anybody I can regarding the gastric sleeve surgery or the tummy tuck. Okay? Thank you. I love you guys. I really hope that this is something that people find interesting and that I can help you with. And I'm hoping I'm not going to be in too much pain, because that's the scary part, right? The pain. But it's okay. I know it's going to be worth it. Thanks again, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye-bye.